What's happening, party people? I am in Houston, Texas. I left San Antonio yesterday, finished putting that S60 back together, and over here in Houston for a couple days. I'm real close to the Kennedy Space Center, which is kind of southeast of Houston, and I think maybe Webster. And we're going to go check out a few cars. I think this guy has 3 Volvos. He's got a T5R yellow. He's got, I think, a red V70. I think I've seen in his driveway on Google Maps. And he's also got like a gold 240. I don't know if I'll be able to get to everything he needs done. I have a day or two that I can spend down here, and I need to get going up to Chicago. People waiting on me up there with broke cars and mods that they've been waiting for a couple years. So I'm going to do what I can in the limited time I have and get moving. So I appreciate you all watching. Thanks for your support. Hit that thumbs up button and watch me on multiple devices. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Woo-wee, look at them wheels. Look like I lost a valve stem cap on that one. Those wheels look good. I gotta practice not curbing my wheels. Wonder how in the world I lost a valve stem cap on that. Anyway, time to go get breakfast. Get to work. I am moving slow today. Time to get with it. We got a little bit of a cross breeze coming out the door, going through there, but if it gets hot, I'm gonna have to kick this fan on. We got a fan, folks. So let's pick up where we left off. We were cleaning off the water pump area. I'm gonna get that clean. Man, I didn't even check my parts, but I believe he did. Then I'm gonna get these parts out and start going back together. Come together right now. So let's go ahead and finish cleaning off the area where the water pump goes. And he's got some plastic razors in there, so I'll try that. I forgot this little procedure yesterday to see if a screw or something is bent. You put the end of it in a drill and turn the drill on, and you'll see if the screw's bent. However, it looks like the head of the screw is not centered. That's where the wobble came from. The screw's straight, but the head is not centered on the screw. Weird. This gasket came off a little bit easier than I expected. Now I got a lot of staining. I want to make sure I don't have any gasket material over top of that guide pin, but most of this is staining. So let me go ahead and hit it with my wire brush and get this water pump on. There it is, cleaned up, ready to go back on. I'm gonna hit that just a little bit more right there, but for the most part it's pretty clean. Right there is a rough spot. I don't know where that came from. Like it's been eaten into a little bit by something. So let me hit this side over here just a little bit more with the wire brush. Drop in my gasket, put in my pump. Well, the timing belt kit doesn't have the cam seal for the VVT hub. It's the same seal that goes here. Let me pull this out. So it had 2 of these cam seals and none for the VVT hub. So we're going to leave the VVT hub seal there. Going to change the seal inside there, and hopefully that thing will stay in. Let me go get my seal install tool for that. The seal install tool, it holds that spring open while you put this over the cam. I don't really necessarily lubricate the outside of the seal. It doesn't move in the head. The inside does. So, there we go. We're going to drive that in until this tool butts up against the head, and that's a good depth for it. Sometimes you can push them in, sometimes you got to tap them in with a tool, hammer, dead blow, something. There are different versions of these. This is the version I had manufactured for me to get the job done. I got one for this cam, one for the rear cams, and then I have one for the crank seal that's linked in the description area below. Well, the lip of the tool bottomed out in the head before it got all the way bumped up against the outside, but as you can see, the seal is in a good position. So we're going to go with that. Let me get this water pump on. That's where I'm ending it, with this water pump surface cleanup, and we're going to get this thing back together. The replacement pump is a GMB. Man, that used to be my second favorite, but I don't have any second favorites no more. They're all Asian, or they're not on my car. A Volvo mechanic buddy of mine said he had one of these fail in like 5,000 miles. But anyway, I got the gasket in there, I got the pump in there. It's time for me to secure that and keep it moving. All right, I got everything in. That's torqued, these are torqued, that's torqued. My marks back here are lined up where they need to be, so I just need to put the belt on the marks when I put the timing belt on. So I could technically remove the cam locking tool from the back, because you really just need that to make sure you torque this on right. So let me grab my belt, put it on there, and get ready to set the timing up and get this job done. Got the front together. Everything is how it should be. Now I'm gonna put the back together. I have no rear cam seals, and this seal seeping a little. I guess I should probably replace it. I think I have some in the car. Yeah, it's got a whole drop on there. Let me go grab the seal out of the car, replace that thing, and keep it moving. Got everything on the back of the engine. I'm not real good at getting these plugs in, but I got it in, it's set. Got the air box in, air tube in. Got the mount top on, getting ready to put that mount across after I secure this OT pipe here and put that screw in there, wherever that is. I'll look over there to see if it's on the floor. I found that little part for the wheel skirt over here from the passenger side, and it's got to be a screw there for that matches that screw. So anyway, let me get this clamp on, get some fluids in here, and fire this thing up, see how it sounds, and make sure I don't have any codes. I probably had to take it for a test drive. The VVT hub normally takes 2 cycles to set a code in case your timing is off a little bit, but I don't think it will. But we got to make sure anyway. Test drive. So let me get this clamp on, get that support brace on, get some fluids in here, fire it up, and go from there. We are ready to fire it up. Couldn't find a 10 millimeter, man. I looked and looked and looked. Finally found it on the end of my torque wrench. So all tools are accounted for. Everything looks well put together. Let me go grab the key, fire it up. I got all the coolant that I could get in there. I put 6 quarts of oil in it. It looks like I could get the rest of this coolant in here. The coolant went down a little more. So let me go ahead and start it. Then I put the timing belt cover on. Then I put this crossbar on and put this wheel on. I know the battery's hooked up because the seat went back. I am in neutral. Parking brake set. Clutch is in. Keys in. Contact. Oops. Time for regular service. Oh man, it sounds like he's got lawnmower syndrome. That doesn't sound good. Let's go make sure everything's plugged in. See if we got any fuel on the fuel rail. Yep, got pressure there. Where'd I just put that cap that quick? Here it is. Let's go try to start her again. Here we go, round 3. Man, it doesn't sound like we got any compression. Sounds bad. That's a no start. I'm gonna scan it with my Vita computer. Doesn't seem like it has compression. I think I got everything else plugged in. I don't see anything loose. I plugged in the injectors, they were all unplugged. I didn't see if the VVT hub thing was plugged in, but I don't think that'll stop it from starting. But anyway, let me scan it, see what kind of codes I get, and go from there. RPM sensor signal missing from the ECU. Well, we got this crank sensor code. We're going to shut it down for the day. He's going to probably end up replacing the starter for that. Compression was low, only 60 psi per cylinder, so we're wetting the cylinders too. And he's got a grip on it, so we're out. I'm here at, I guess it's Taco Flalinque. I don't know. It's in San Antonio, Texas. I was going to go to Chili's, but Chili's next door had a 3.1 rating. Can't go out like that on the road. This place had a 5.1. It's pretty good. Real good for like a fast food restaurant. I'm not sure if this is a chain. It kind of looks like one the way it's set up. But I had my burrito customized the way I like it. I normally add bell peppers, sauteed onions, guacamole, dump a lot of pickles, the gallo sauce on it. Always pouring salsa on it. It's good. It's hitting the spot. Pretty good South burritos. And we are in the hotel, about to call it a night. There's Panther. And that's the view down the hall of the hotel. Pretty cute. I like the lighting. Nifty. Well, that's it. I did not get that S60 running. It needs, I think, a cam sensor, crank sensor being replaced. Occasionally, you'll have a starter sending out a magnetic field that affects that sensor pickup and makes it not read properly. So there's a chance it's a starter as well. So that's what I got going on and had going on. Matthew there was kind enough to take me for a little joyride in his BMW I think it's an M2 maybe. Man, that thing was fast. Twin turbo, tight suspension, nice interior. That thing is a hot car. It's I think a 2021. Anyway, let me get cracking. I got stuff to do and the sun has finally come up. Thanks again for watching.